And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Dante Exum. Marvin Bagley is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Chris Paul. And here's Smart. Holmgren outside. Back to Smart. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie Laforce on the sideline.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. So it's the Lakers now. After the basket by Charlotte. James wide open. The three-pointer, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Exum finds Paul.
Number 23. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Bagley sets a screen for Paul. Wiggins outside. Smart against Paul. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Exum the bounce pass. Pass to Bagley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
At the line for two.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Smart passes to LeBron. Good, and Smart gets the assist. It's a tie ball game.
Looking almost automatic. For a guy that skipped college, James is pretty polished.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Bagley the screen. Wiggins passes to Bagley. Missed inside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Smart with this screen on Wiggins. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. Bagley with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Wiggins. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got 6.
We all know Wiggins has put a lot of work into his three ball, and you see the results there.
James outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Lakers in 5th.
The way they moved the ball last year, it was a coach's dream. They really kept the defenses off balance.
Number 20.
Shepard's checked in for Exum. Hornets leading by 5. Now Paul. 23 points for him the last game against Philadelphia.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him. And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Smart. Holmgren outside. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Bagley kicks to Paul. Higgins outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. To Hood, Javino. Now here's Smart. Wiseman sets a screen for Smart. Here's Hood, Javino. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Hornets. It's a 3-point game, and this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. Coming up short.
Pass to Hood, Javino. Holmgren the screen. Takes the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Back to Smart, uncovered. Good on the jump shot.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
Hornets leading by 3. Paul surveying the floor. Higgins right side. Back to Paul. Pass to Shepard. And here is Paul. 6 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Smart. Wiseman with the ball. And it's blocked. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for Charlotte. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Hickson is out there with Dalton Connect. Then it's Omer Ashik. And it's Hood Schifino in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Back to Sexton. And a miss there on the triple.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Over to the left wing. Hood Schifino. And it's all evened up. Hood Schifino's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Los Angeles. Pass to Shepard. Back to Sexton. Outside Williams. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Sexton. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
Pass to Hickson. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Los Angeles with some changes. Heisman's checked in for Usher. Holmgren comes in for J.J. Hickson. And Smart subbed in for Connect. The Hornets also changing it up. Butler comes in for Williams. And it's Dante Exum in for Shepard. Sexton the pass to Begley. Back to Exum. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's Thomas, high post. Pass to Exum. Charlotte again missing. LA's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. For 3, Holmgren. Tom Thomas grabs the miss. Charlotte trailing. Thomas sets a screen for Butler. Charlotte again missing. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Sexton. Three-pointer, Butler. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Thomas, a screen on Holmgren. Down low. It's stolen by Weissman. Pass to Holmgren. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Making a switch here. James is checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Pachulia, he's checked in for Thomas. Tari Eason comes in for Marvin Bagley. Wiggins is checked in for Caron Butler. And it's Paul in for Sexton. Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. Easton passes to Pachulia. Pachulia sets a screen for Paul. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Well, you talk about new school big men. Chet Holmgren is in that category. Rim protection and perimeter game all rolled into one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hood Schifino's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Bonner, he's checked in for Pachulia. Holmgren hits them both. Now here's Paul. Wiggins outside. Paul against Smart. Back to Wiggins. They need this. A rebound by the Lakers. And here's LeBron outside. Easton grabs the board.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Exum. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Good on the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Paul, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. Here's Wiseman, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiseman's got his first 2 points of the night.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
Smart against Paul. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
LeBron James on the win. Good, and Smart gets the assist. James has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. To the inside. It's stolen by Wiseman. Here's Hood Schifino. Covered by Wiggins. Smart dishes to LeBron. Sinks the three-pointer. LeBron's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins outside. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Max Christie, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Hornets making a change here. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bagley against Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Outside, James. From past the arc. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
They are out of sync. Too much individual play. They got to work together to create better looks.
Hard to argue with that, given their field goal percentage. And now, time to glance at the... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at James, what a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Lakers leading by 17. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Wiggins is out there with Bagley. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Dante Exum.
And running offense through Holmgren. Great court awareness and really unselfish.
Ball against Smart. Wiggins kicks the ball. Back to Wiggins. Fires the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Wiggins has got 12 in the game. And it's Smart with the ball for Los Angeles. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Bounce pass, Wiseman. Holmgren outside. Pass to James. Going inside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Holmgren's got his third bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Wiggins outside, launches a three. They get it back. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. He has 6.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Let's hear it for your Lakers.
And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Here's Smart. LeBron outside, fires from deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 8 now on the night. Hornets trail by 20. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Wiggins surveying the floor. Inside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on James Wiseman.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Charlotte, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
45. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Smart. Holmgren outside. The tray. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Kevin, back to you.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Down low, Holmgren with the steal. Bagley with the rebound. Hornets trail by 21. Exum finds Paul. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Lakers leading by 21. Pass to Smart. From deep. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
You know what time it is? T-shirt time.
And the Hornets making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Pass to Wiggins from outside the arc. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Smart passes to Holmgren. Bounce pass from Smart. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Smart passes to James. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Smart against Paul. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Paul. 1:31 left to play in the third. Andrew Wiggins, and that's good. Wiggins has got 11 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Sexton comes in for Paul. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. Second, Chet Holmgren.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Outside, Smart lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Smart's got 5 points so far.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Connect with it. Picked up by Shepard. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Williams. Wiggins outside. Stolen by Connect. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Smart. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. To the wing on the left. Now Wiseman. No good that time. With 1 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hickson is out there with Omer Usher. Then it's Connect. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Paul. On the wing, Williams. Here's Exum. In the corner, it's Eason. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Eason's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Hickson against Eason. Here's Connect. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Williams, here we go, with his first shot attempt. Tries again. Shot by Eason, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Hickson. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Williams passes to Paul. Williams has a screen for Paul. There's the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Wiseman's checked in for Usher. Chet Holmgren comes in for J.J. Hickson. LeBron's checked in for Dalton Connect. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Pritchard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Holmgren outside. From the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Paul. Pass to Exum. Eason with a screen for Exum. Paul against Smart. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wiseman's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Hornets trail by 16 and stolen by LeBron. To end the cold streak, and it's good on the way in. He's got 19. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Here's Shepherd following the bucket by the Lakers. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Pass to Smart. Now here's Holmgren. Off target with his 3.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Easton, a screen on Smart, and it's Paul missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Smart passes to Holmgren. From deep. Wiseman with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if
Hey, get Paul. Oh, come on, hit that, man.
Step out.
Pick out, man.
Watch the pick.
Hey, get smart. Whoa. LeBron.
Starting at the small forward, standing.
Teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Greg, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. We've got Jackson. He's out there with Risache, and it's Carter in at the 1 spot. Back to Risache. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Heinrich. Here's the Pistons with the ball. Pass to Harper from deep. The rebound by Jackson. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Boston. Outside Sharp. Banked it in off the glass.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
From deep, Harper drops in the 3.
And I like that Harper isn't a one-dimensional jump shooter. He can do it with a catch and shoot like that or off the dribble.
Outside Risache. A deep 3. Goes back up. Yep, that one's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Takes the three. Connects from downtown.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Stripped away. Driving inside. Pass to Heinrich. Stolen by Sharp. Here's Carter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the three. Sarr pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for a bit. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back over to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
I love how competitive this kid Risacher is, coming right back with his own triple.
Three-pointer. Buries it from three. 9 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. Number 1, the Celtics.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Carter. On the wing, Risacher. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risacher's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Harper misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Risacher. Outside Carter. Back to Risacher. Right side Carter. Launches a three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
From outside, off the mark. Boston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. It's deflected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Here's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Sharp, no good. Detroit has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Stewart, a screen on Carter. Pass to Harper. A minute 15 left in the first quarter here.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Risacher. Let's go with a three. Hits a three-pointer. Risacher's got 9.
And you see how dangerous Risacher can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Owens is checked in for Boston. Shireman comes in for Carter. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Heinrich. No points yet. Pass to Shannon. Here's Heinrich. To halt the run. Connects. The jumper drops.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. On the wing, Risacher puts it up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. He's got 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Pass to Shannon from the arc. No luck on that one. Celtics lead by 3. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson, the screen. On the wing, Risacher. The 3 is up. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
And it's their poor defensive rebounding that's really igniting this run.
Here's Shannon. For 3. And the three-pointer goes. Shannon's got his second bucket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Nick Richards out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Harper, and it's Spaghetti in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Harper. Here's Spaghetti. He's scoreless. Here's Harper. Richards with a screen. Harper misses. Boston leading by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Guys, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Shireman. The rebound by Shannon. Detroit has got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. From downtown, Powell passes to Richards. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Shannon. He's got 5. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Okoro. There's a screen. Shot from the top of the key. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Right side Carter. Inside. Here's Harper. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just showcasing his athleticism on that jam. Harper loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
Strength and speed, Coach. A combination that Jonathan Isaac brings to the table.
Yeah, Brian, that combo makes him a capable rebounder. He'll grab boards whether he's on the move or stationary. And B.A., he is a devastating defender.
Lets it go from deep. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
The three from Rizachet. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
And again, it's Detroit converting.
Yeah, great pass by Harper. Already the rookie showing some feel.
And Rizachet, the bucket, on the assist by Carter. Carter's got his 5th assist in this one. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Heinrich. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lets it go. Again, the Pistons score.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The shot. Rizachet, no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Launches it. Shot's no good there. Now 6 for 8. Celtics lead by 3. Carter, the pass to Sharp. And there's a pick. Now here's Rizachet. Gets the 3 ball to go. Risachet's got 24.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
Anderson's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Heinrich. Now Anderson. 6 to shoot. Rizachet covering. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Rizachet is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The 3 from Rizachet. Back to Carter. Outside Sharp. Back to Carter. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
finished off one half of play. Celtics out in front. They lead by 12. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, right now for Boston, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half, and why not? The results speak for themselves.
From the naked eye, he just looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Ernie, what is a naked eye?
I was just about to say, isn't the eye always naked?
It is.
Well, no, if you put glasses on.
Ooh.
Are glasses like clothes? Eye clothes. Let's start a new company, Kenny.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Zaccharie Risacher displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Jackson out there with Risacher. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Carter in at the point. Well, the Pistons shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Three-pointer. Heinrich with the bucket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Outside Risacher. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. Risacher's got 30 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Heinrich. Here's Harper. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Harper's gotten his third basket of the night.
Oh, the rookie with the response from 3. Dylan Harper clapping back.
And here's Risacher. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Heinrich. To the right side. He shoots. Nice shot there. Making him 8 for 13.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Detroit, second.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Carter with it. Outside Risacher. From outside the arc. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Carter. Jackson on the wing. Still without a bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Risacher.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Lots of room. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 22.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Guarded by Sarr. Back to Carter. Down low. Got a hand on it. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Heinrich from deep. Harper. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 12 points for him.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Celtics. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Heinrich. Gets the 3 to fall.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Harper. Here's Heinrich. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Rizachet. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Stewart, a screen on Carter. Pass to Heinrich. Pure from three-point range. 28 points for him.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shannon's checked in for the Pistons. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Pass to Owens. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Blasting to the shooter.
The 3. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Back to Carter. Pass to Owens. Here's Murray Boyles. Stewart defends. Outside Sharp. Outside Carter. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Outside Sharp. Now Carter. There's a screen. Again, the miss by Boston.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
For the tie. And And it's good on the layup. And that ties it up. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Celtics up 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Pistons trailing. They've got Harper, and it's Maggette in at the 4-man spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. To take the lead, Harper misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Pass to Owens. Here's Murray Boyles. The 3 is up. Wilson, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
From deep, Harper. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
They set the pick. The 3 from Rizachet. The rebound by McLeod.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Owens. Ball stolen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Maggette. Back to Richards. To tie it up. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Pack. Richards with a screen. Pack passes to Richards. To take the lead. Maggette with a bucket. Maggette's got his first 3 points of the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They set a pick. And a deep 3 from Owens. Again, the miss by Boston. The Pistons leading. Knocks it loose. And they're pushing it up. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's McLeod. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
Guarded by Sarr. Outside Carter. The 3 from Rizachet. Sinks the tray. Rizachet's got 33 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Heinrich. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Carter. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Great open look there. Rizachet's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
The 3 ball. He drops it from range. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Here's Heinrich. Shoots a 3. Shot's no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, it drops in!
Nice pass by Risa Shea. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Pistons making a switch here. Stewart's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Stewart with the rebound. The Pistons have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. And he racks up 2.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
Jacks up a 3. Guarded by Sarr. Carter. It's money from deep. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
.136 left in the game. The free ball is down.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Now here's Risa Shea. He's covered closely. Now Sharp. Steps back. Shoots from 12. Oh, he cannot hit.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Right side, Risa Shea.
Yeah, that's a nice assist for Risa Shea. Playmaking will be key in his development.
Brown. And he slams it down.
The big man with the flush. So aggressive.
Yeah, that's so fun to watch.
And at his size, you'd like to see him attack the rim like that every chance he gets.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sarr down low. Oh, he missed the jumper. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Number 14. First personal foul. Team second. After walking into the second, he uses second.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Kevin, that was a...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying...
Coming up next. And now that we are well past the halfway point of the season, DB, what are you most looking forward to?
I think, Kevin, this is the first time of the year where you start to consider, well, I'll tell you, the playoff positioning is starting to take shape. The potential first-round matchups become intriguing. I can't wait to see how things end up.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Anderson out there at Ginobili. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Ellison in at the power forward position. Now, here's Trent. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. No good from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Trent outside. Cleveland moving it around. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
Henderson passes to Wembanyama. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
For three, Ellison with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Fourth, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Elton finds Jackson. Puts up a three. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Wembanyama. Henderson against Melton. The three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jackson kicks to Melton. Back to Jackson. Jordan sets the screen for Jackson. Goes back up. Jordan's shot is off. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Ginobili. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Back to Melton. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Tim Hardaway is checked in for Gigi Jackson. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Cleveland making a change here. Haslam's checked in.
Now into the lineup for Cleveland, number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Hardaway passes to Haslem. Hardaway with the bounce pass. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Barrows the pass to Wembanyama. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Pass to Haslem. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. He drains the quick shot. Under trailing by 3. And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Hardaway passes to Haslem. Now Trent, plenty of space. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Barrows. Still without a basket. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Trent kicks to Melton. Outside Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range. The Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Launches it. No good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. You've got Ginobili. He'll get out there with Johnson. And it's Barrows in at the point. Jackson from long range. Thunder with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8-ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
And the first one at the line is good. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Outside Hardaway. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Malawash. Trent comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Hardaway. On the free throw, no good.
And this is a guy who's improved his shooting over the years, but not at the free throw line. It's been a struggle for Andrew Bogut.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Johnson comes in for Avdia. And it's Mayo in for Thomas. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Jackson. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Johnson outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot by Mayo is no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Trent passes to Melton. Jackson has the open look. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Johnson against Jackson. Johnson kicks to Mayo. Outside, Ginobili. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ginobili's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. KJ McDaniels comes in for O.J. Mayo. Pass to Melton. To the middle. It's deflected. McDaniels defending. And here's Trent. Jordan, a screen on McDaniel. They get it back, and Jordan gets it to go.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
He's covered by Ginobili. Pass to Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Jackson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Thunder trailing by 8. Ginobili looking around. Pass to Henderson. Wembanyama, a screen on Melton. Henderson kicks to Ginobili. Here's Johnson. Ginobili sets a screen for Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Wembanyama, a screen on Trent. Wembanyama, up high, down hard.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Melton with the ball. He has yet to score. Jackson kicks to Melton. Back to Jackson. And it's Trent in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
It's a fairly even matchup, and both sides want to take that leap into the league's upper echelon. So let's see what signs we see of progress tonight.
He's checked in for G.G. Jackson. And Oklahoma City making a change here. .156 left in the first half of the game. Henderson against Melton. Back to Henderson. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Trent gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Henderson, bounce pass. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Trent outside. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Melton passes to Haslam. Back to Melton. Pass to Haslam. From downtown. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
From about 19 feet.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, we've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late season push. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Cavaliers.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. That sounds like their offense right now. Clock work.
Speaking of clocks, I think you've had some run-ins with Big Ben Wallace, haven't you?
You mean in London? Big Ben?
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Gary Trent is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And there's Jackson. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Melton against Henderson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 12 points for him.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Melton passes to Jackson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ginobili against Trent. Ginobili the pass to Ellison. This one for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Melton. Nothing on the board. Jackson dishes to Jordan. Shoots over Henderson. And he cuts it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Trains it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama has got 10.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. To our rookie leader for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. The 4th spot held down by Manu Ginobili.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
And here's Melton. still scoreless. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Melton. For the 3. Jackson misses. Thunder trailing by 12. Henderson outside. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality. And that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back over to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
DeAndre Jordan, how he did last season. Second in steals, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And looking back at his number 2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. Wembanyama outside. Henderson outside. Good on the three-point shot. Henderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Cleveland leading by 6. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Ginobili the pass to Henderson. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At one point they led by 16. Pass to Jackson. To the inside. No good from Jordan.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Henderson for the tie. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Cleveland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Ginobili against Trent. Pass to Henderson with the lead, and the Thunder another 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Thunder in 4th.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Pass to Haslam. Trent outside. Now Hardaway. Now here's Melton. Back to Hardaway to stop the run, and he drops that one in. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build. Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
Fires the three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Hardaway. That shot missing. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So the Thunder 5 right now will get out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Terry. Then it's Henderson. And it's Barrows in at the 3, the small forward.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Outside Jackson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Hardaway. Throws it up high. Stolen by Terry. To the wing right side. Here's Wembanyama for 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Back to Hardaway. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Out to the right wing. Terry looking over the floor. They set the screen. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
One guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
For the Thunder, Javier checked in for Bogut. And Thomas subbed in for Terry. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Jackson. A 3-ball. Hands it from downtown.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Outside Avdia. Melton against Henderson. Wembanyama, a screen on Melton. Fires for 3. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Henderson.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Melton passes to Jackson. Thomas with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And Henderson throws it down hard. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 13 assists. Out to the right wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Outside Thomas. Out left to the wing. Barrows' shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 8. guarded by Thomas. He doesn't hit that one. Thunder have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Wembanyama against Jordan. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Going to Wembanyama any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
There's Jackson with the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Thomas. Here's Barrows. Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Jordan. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. But LeBron's playing days are over. And GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded.
And the Thunder making a change here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thank you. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Melton finds Jackson. Pass to Jordan. Cleveland moving the ball around. They need this one. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Henderson. Now Wembanyama. Missed on the 3. Jordan the screen. Here he goes. Now Trent. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Jordan. There's the shot. And the excellent defensive pressure does the job.
Second team foul.
The Thunder leading by 9. .151 left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Clock at 4. Henderson. The long shot, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Not that time. It won't go. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Shoots the 3. Down he goes for 3.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Henderson outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's network.
LeBron, you've accomplished.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. So for...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports, right? And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Williams, and it's Wallace in at the 2 guard.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Williams has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Miller outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Rebound by Philadelphia. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Back to Wallace. Outside, Williams. Another 3 for Golden State.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Miller can't get it to go. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Pass to Williams. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Miller pulls it in. 76ers trail by 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep, because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, got that one up quick. 12 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. In third, the Warriors.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Williams. Miller on the wing to end the run. Drained it for 2 points. Miller's got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
4-3. Counted from distance. 15 points in the game.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Williams defending. From behind the arc. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 6. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying? Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
I just love the ball movement.
The 76ers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Jones, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Warriors with possession here. They lead by 7. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind him. This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
here's Jones. Here's Miller. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Warriors lead by 7. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half left in the first quarter here. Lets it fly. Gets some space and buries the jumper. 22 points for him.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
And Turkoglu gets it to go.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
The Warriors have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. 46 seconds left in the first. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Back to Jones. Pass to Turkoglu. Shoots. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. DiVincenzo on the wing. 9 points in his last outing. And here's Okongwu for 3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive. And it's put them in this lead right now. Back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Williams, and it's Hawkins in a shooting guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Tries it from 19. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Hawkins against Williams. Banga can't hit.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Pass to Turkoglu. Beyond the arc. Hawkins can't get it to go.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Hawkins, the pass to Odom. And here's Toppin. Here's Odom. Fires the 3. Williams grabs the board. Here's Hawkins. Herder defending. Hawkins, the pass to Alexander. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's get loud and proud for your Sixers VNG. Let's get loud and proud for your Sixers VNG.
the new group getting ready for the Warriors. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. Out left to the wing. From deep. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Wide open look. They get it back. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To snap the cold streak. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Miller's checked in. Williams is checked in for the Warriors. '76ers trail by 4. Now Williams. Still no points. Miller outside. Pass to Okongwu. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. The Warriors lead by 4. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Back to Wallace. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. It's his first trip to the line.
Robert Williams at the line for 2.
That free throw misses. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. 76ers trail by 4. Miller, the pass to Williams. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Williams. The Sixers again can't hit. Golden State is gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
Pass to Miller. Takes a 3. And it's Whitehead with a rebound.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Wallace, the pass to Williams. From downtown, drains the triple. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Yeah?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Let's go! Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
checked in for Williams.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hawkins. Yet to see a basket. Philadelphia moving it around. Miller on target from range.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Wallace with it. Williams looking around. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make. What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Wallace outside. Outside, Williams. 1:41 left in the first half of this one.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
They set the pick. Hawkins, the pass to DiVincenzo. To the left wing. Picked up by Okongwu. Takes the three. Yao with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Now here's Wallace. No points so far. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
There's 45 seconds left in the half. For three, DiVincenzo. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
There's a screen. Here's Whitehead, guarded by Miller. Yao, shot is off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Hawkins. And stolen by Williams. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Let's send it courtside and check. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for Golden State.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA power rankings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Warriors lead by 9. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Cason Wallace, and it's Williams in at the power forward position.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Basket counts. He's got 10.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Lets it fly. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. He's got 38.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Picked up by Okongwu. Miller outside. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Miller's got 11.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Over to the left wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
From behind the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Three-pointer off the mark. 76ers trail by 6.
Golden State foul. Whitehead. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, Williams. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Okongwu finds DiVincenzo. The jump hook. Oh, denied.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L on the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Warriors, 4th.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line. And last year, they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Miller outside. There's the triple. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul.
The Warriors lead by 8. And here's Wallace. No made baskets yet. Really left him alone that time.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Miller fires in the triple. Miller's got 9 points now in the second half.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Another three.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Nice move. There's the drive. Williams a screen on DiVincenzo. Wallace misses. And Williams has got the ball here for the 76ers. 9-point game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And Miller the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. And that's now 20 points for Brandon Miller. Golden State has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
All right, timeout to the floor right now. It's your Sixers, Dan Page.
Warriors making a change here. Jaquez is checked in. Back to Wallace. Out to the wing. Whitehead passes to Wallace. Here's Whitehead. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitehead. He buries it from 3. Whitehead's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Miller outside, puts up a deep 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Jaquez, the pass to Wallace. They set the screen. Back to Jaquez. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, that's one thing about Jaquez. He is really competitive. Comes back with the answer at the three-point line.
Miller outside, three-pointer. Another shot. Williams grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 9. Left side, Jaquez. Yep, that one goes. Jaquez has got 5 points.
And you wonder why Jaquez is so effective inside. Well, right there you see it. It's his footwork.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
both teams making some changes here. Here we have the 2K leaderboard breaking down the top blockers in the league last month. 5th is Derek Lively.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
A minute 6 left to play in the third. To the left side wing. Here's Turkoglu. And Toppin pulls it down. The 3-ball. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession. Here's Turkoglu. Cash money on the open jump shot. Turkoglu's got his third basket on the night right there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Warriors ahead, up 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Derek Lively, and it's Turkoglu in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Back to Williams. Pass to Turkoglu. Now here's Lively. Soft touch off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Jaquez. Williams defending. Hits yet again. Wow! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Pass to Turkoglu. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Warriors lead by 10. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Hawkins for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the inside. Here's Odom. Here's Benga. Rejected by Lively. Outside, Williams. Here's Turkoglu. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Toppin, he's checked in for Mobley. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Odom. Off target with the 3.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Goes up from the top of the key, and Toppin pulls it down.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Odom, pass to Toppin. Outside Jaquez. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one to the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. The sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thanks. Whitehead. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. He shoots it. And right on target. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Williams passes to Miller. Back to Williams. Miller outside. Here's the pass to Williams. On the take. On the wing, Wallace. Williams defending. Williams outside. Oh, he missed the jumper. 76ers trail by 8. Oh, he jammed it.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
The Warriors have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. Okongwu against Williams. Takes a 3. The 3 is in.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 9-point game. Williams rips down the board. The Warriors have gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. No good. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
17-footer on the way. Can't get it. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Okongwu with the rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
That one goes. Yes, sir. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller fires. Cash from downtown.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Golden State. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Start moving with your mascot. Let's dance. Dancing machine mascot, Franklin Dog.
Now Philadelphia with it, trailing by 5. Picked up by Okongwu.
At the line for Philadelphia, number 99.
He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. So he comes up empty at the line. DiVincenzo. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
Shooting for Golden State. At the line for 2.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
And let's see what they draw up.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Okongwu out there with Miller. Then it's Williams. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Outside Miller. He launches. Connects again from distance.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Fires away from outside. Knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario. What a sequence.
And stolen by Williams. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now Okongwu banks it home. Big shot.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Beyond the arc. Ooh, it misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass it in.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
The Warriors leading. And he nails it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's the pass to Williams from downtown. Oh, it's off target.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
First team foul.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop, and he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he can't get either to fall. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Here's DiVincenzo. Picked up by Okongwu.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for 2, number 99.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So he gets them both.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
And so the Warriors take the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought, but when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Yeah, I'm here with Miles Turner, and Miles, they made a run there in the second half. What was key in closing out this win?
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and
We look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Peyton. He's out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's Peterson in at the 3 slot. Outside Westbrook. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Peyton with it. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. to Peterson. It's blocked. Westbrook scanning the floor. Steps back and fires. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Man, you can see how confident Westbrook is from the mid-range. Love seeing him take that initiative.
Wade outside. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Fires the three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Peterson the pass to Robinson. And here's Wade. Launches it. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Capella. Capella with a screen on Payton. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got 5 now.
And this could be an area that changes how Westbrook plays the game. He was drive first coming out of college.
Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfish at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. In fourth, the Timberwolves. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
Both of these teams are going to have to really take care of the basketball because they're both making a killing scoring off those turnovers.
To the right side. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Fires for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Wade's got his third basket of the night right there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Again, Memphis.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Wade. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Wade's got 12 in the game.
And wouldn't be surprised if we see games like this from Wade for years to come.
Launches a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Robinson a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Wade. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Memphis has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Payton with it. Westbrook picks him up near the three-point line. It's Wade. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kristic, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Knox comes in for Achua. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Micic in for Russell Westbrook. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gordon comes in for Wade. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Elfrid Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knox. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Deron Williams out there with Elfrid Payton. Then there's Brown. Then there's Nene. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot's good from Nene.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scores. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Outside Williams. Right side Gordon. Brown wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Westbrook. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Inside, here's Nene, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
6th in fast break points. And in terms of scoring points off turnovers, a solid season for them. They were in the top half of the league. One of those stats that tells you about a team's level of aggression.
And talk about their transition game. They love to operate in the open floor. A huge percentage of their points came on the break, and that was by design. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Brown. And Bogdanovich kicks to Westbrook. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 6 on the bucket from Wade.
And love the rise and fire approach from Wade, giving the D no time to react.
A 3 off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. It's stolen by Capella. It's rebounded by Payton. Timberwolves trail by 6. They set the pick. Wade outside. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you, Kevin.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Westbrook against Payton. Wade with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside Westbrook. 20 feet out. Great D that time from Payton.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Back to Wade. Payton outside. Wade outside. Pass to Payton. Back to Wade. And again, it's Minnesota. Well, here we are, Clark, in the thick of the regular season. Must be hard for teams to maintain that focus game to game.
You know, I think it can be, but by and large, I think teams do focus on the here and now, one game at a time. I know that's cliche-ish, but it's the only way that you can really approach it. You've got to look at it one game at a time. Each game is an opportunity to build towards what you're trying to become as a team. Staying motivated, it's part of your job. That's how I look at it. You're assigned a task. This is what you do. Do it the best you can every time you step on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edgecombe comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And it's Micic in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Robinson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. D-Wade hits from deep.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Here's Micic. Still yet to score. And again, Memphis no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Offensive rebound. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Brown's checked in. Here's Micic. Capella with a screen on Wade. Pass to Edgecombe. To halt the run. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Peterson. And shot on the way. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Guarded by Robinson. Minnesota with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Wade, 24 points for him. One second left. Wade inside.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And get ready for the half-court. Give me a
beat. And taking a look at Memphis, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Timberwolves.
I like what
And that's a halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
They've got Achua. Russell Westbrook out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Clint Capella. That's the group for Tuomas Isalo as we begin the second half. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Beyond the arc. The shot that time, not on target.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves leading by 11. To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here called by Tuomas Isalo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Timberwolves.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Three-pointer, Wade. It's hauled in by Achua.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 11. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 21.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Laid outside from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wade's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. For Memphis, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Really a slow start offensively. Three-pointer. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Payton. Back to Wade for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Westbrook. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Wade outside, shoots the 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Capella sends a screen for Westbrook. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 16 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Now here's Payton. scoreless thus far. Back to Wade. Over Edgecombe. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. There's a screen by Achua. Took him no time at all on that one. Westbrook's got 19 points.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Wade outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Westbrook. A 3-ball. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Wade outside. This one for 3. Another possession. Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammates.
Capella with a screen on Payton. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. And when Tyrese Halliburton, under the NBA great, scouts connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Payton the bounce pass. The open shot by Wade. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Wade's got 51.
And high effort play from Wade, hunting down the jumper for himself.
From outside, off the mark.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Tries the spin move. From past the arc, and again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Payton against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Westbrook's got 25 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep. And
Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah! Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 17. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Minnesota, Payton is out there with Brown. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Nene. And it's Miles in at the 4 spot. Defended by Gordon. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, the points really accumulating from 3-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
Back to Payton. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Brown.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Hayden finds Gordon. Back to Brown.